Good afternoon. Welcome to Sunshine Through the Rain, an afternoon of St. James Art. My name's Casey Morris. I'll be your MC for the next 45 minutes or an hour. If you're wondering how you ended up with me as your MC, it's kind of a funny story. Tracy Caruso asked me if I would MC today, and I said, I'd be happy to, but I've never done anything like that. I don't really think I'm qualified. To which Tracy, tragically, said, "You're in luck. The only requirement is that you be happy to do it," which you've already foolishly admitted to. So I really am very happy to be here, really excited for what's going to be a great afternoon of performances and an amazing set of art. By show of hands, who put in a bid for some art downstairs? Yes, excellent. There'll be more bidding at the end, and please remember that all the proceeds from today, the tickets and the art bids, go to help us put on our St. James Fall Retreat. So a great cause and some great keepsakes from the art auction. I know all of our performers have worked very hard to be prepared for today. I hope that you'll show them some love after the end of each performance. Like real love. Can we practice? Give them a little love. Okay. Yes, that was excellent Presbyterian love. Decent and in order. Yeah. But we may need, does anyone feel moved to holler or give a whoop or give one of these? Can anyone do this thing? Yeah, I can't do that thing. But let's go for Pentecostal level of love and yes. Very good. Very good. That was great. That was great. Great bit of love. So just like that, let's give it up one more time for our first set of performers, Pam and Randy Prees, Holly Heckshanaz, and some guy singing tenor.
Shall wear the starry crown.
Very good, audience. Excellent love giving. All right, next up, we have a delightful duo. Haley and Aaron Caruso are going to take us somewhere over the rainbow. Excellent, excellent. Next up, we have Heather Williams. She's going to be singing a lovely song with a beautiful French name. And out of respect and admiration for Heather and the composer and the people of France, I'm not going to try to pronounce the title. Heather Williams.
So before I sing this song in French, I just wanted to draw your attention to the bulletin because it has the French lyrics on the second page, which I'll be singing. And then the point of me singing it was also to illustrate the art of translation, because I love languages, and the first translation that starts on that first page is a direct translation of the song that reflects the literal meaning of the words, more or less. But the second translation, which starts on the back, is a different one I did that rhymes. So the whole thing is just kind of to illustrate that translation is not a perfect thing. There's not one way to do it. And sometimes, especially to translate poetry or a song, we have to change the words a little bit. We have to shift some things around if we want to make it match the melody. So you can read along with either one, have fun with it, learn another language because it's fun. Thank you. La beauté des petites choses et autres gestes anodins. C'est un enfant qui court au milieu d'un jardin. C'est le chant d'un oiseau quand on ouvre sa cage. C'est se coucher dans l'herbe et compter les nuages. C'est d'aller comme le vent sans penser à demain. Comme si nous étions libres, immortels et sans fin. La beauté des petites choses et autres gestes anodins, c'est rester dans son lit lorsqu'il neige le matin, se couler un bain chaud et oublier les heures, se faire masser le dos puis s'envoyer en l'air. C'est de prendre un peu de temps pour soi-même, pour son bien, et de vivre chaque instant comme un nouveau destin. La beauté des petites choses et autres gestes anodins, c'est l'appel d'un ami lorsqu'on a du chagrin. C'est d'avoir la fourrure sans en savoir la cause. C'est sortir faire la fête quand le cœur nous explose. C'est d'avoir des vieux frères, des complices, des témoins, pour tous ces souvenirs qu'on n'oubliera jamais. La beauté des petites choses et autres gestes anodins, c'est d'entendre ta voix, c'est de prendre ta main, c'est de voir dans tes yeux toutes ces milliers de roses, c'est dormir près de toi quand tout devient morose, c'est partager sa vie comme on partage un train, jusqu'au bout de la nuit, jusqu'au bout du chemin. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Heather. All right, thank you for your words about poetry and the poetry of your translation. And in that light, we'll now sprinkle a little more poetry into our afternoon. We have Tess Bowers reciting the William Wordsworth poem, I Wandered Lonely as a Cloud.
I wandered lonely as a cloud that floats on high o'er vale and hills, when all at once I saw a crowd, a host of golden daffodils, beside the lake, beneath the trees, fluttering and dancing in the breeze. Continuous as the stars that shine and twinkle on the Milky Way, they stretched in never-ending line along the margin of the bay. 10,000 saw I at a glance, tossing their heads in stately dance. The waves beside them danced, but they outdid the sparkling waves in glee. A poet could not but be gay in such a jocund company. I gazed and gazed, but little thought what wealth to me the show had brought. For oft, when on my couch I lie in vacant or in pensive mood, they flash upon that inward eye, which is the bliss of solitude. And then my heart with pleasure fills and dances with the daffodils.
All right, let's continue to enjoy the Bowers family. Randy Bowers is going to perform original composition, Sunshine Through the Rain. to say, some of you may know I took many years of piano when I was a child. And when I bought my first house, my parents gave me the piano that I had played growing up. And so most of my adult life, which amounts to 30-some years now, I've had a piano in my home. And when I sit down to play it, I sound almost exactly not like that. Just amazing. Thank you so much. We're going to go back to poetry, but this time of the homegrown variety. Carla Schaefer is going to come up and read us some of her original works.
So the only translation that you have to do here is from my sense of the world and yours. Short distance, right? I have a few short poems. Meditations on the nest of a barn swallow. Your love sacred in the rafters, a home sealed to the side of a beam, with mud and straw layered into a pocket for new life, small eggs, secure shells, speckled lilac brown. Much as a swallow grows in the clutch of protected sacks, faith grows with the impulse to soar. In watchful, guarded silence, spirit hatches and hopes arise. Follow the breeze that freshens on the tilt of outstretched wings, beyond the nest, above the barn roof, and safe to fly. Water over stone. When you are water, you surrender and flow. Words from Ingrid Bruck. Water washing over stone wears it smooth a little every day. Nest building string by twig, a little every hour, entwines a home. Speaking up for peace creates its presence here and everywhere. Hand-me-downs. I hand down my memory of the picture of the earth televised from the moon, a whole earth in blue, whites, and greens, recognizable. My new feeling of tenderness toward earth, for being adrift, floating on its own. My sense of how humans putting on clothes from an older sibling with some discomfort matches our lack of caring for others in the hand-me-downs we pass on. The reminder not to float along, instead to engage with kindness, solutions, the ecology of living into tomorrow, fully clothed with behaviors that create and connect. Believe in an eternity that endures, wearing the quilted or continually patched over and reassembled hand-me-down of peace. Fix. In a time when things are made to toss, I take my grandfather's rake to the back porch, prop the handle across my knees, and wrap twine where teeth join wood. I pull it tight, thread following thread. The last 4 turns a halyard bend. I rub the dry wood and new twine with linseed oil, polish with a cloth. Now it's ready for next week and another season. And the last poem is Migrant. Some travel in the beaks of sparrows, or dropped from flight, grow quiet in moist, fertile pockets. Some send out tapered roots through the night, and stems migrate across the soil. At the surface, shoots and runners cross over to root at intervals. And some seeds, I'm not losing my emotional platform, I just lost my voice. Jessica, just bring your voice. Voice. You should start it.
Okay, I'll try. Okay. Some travel in the beaks of sparrows, or dropped from flight grow, quiet in moist, fertile pockets. Some send out tapered roots through the night, and stems migrate across the soil. At the surface, shoots and runners cross over to root at intervals, and some seeds sprout, blown ripe to the ground. When I am here, my seed, root and stem, position me to stay, but what keeps me is the breath of indolent wind, the saturation of light erasing shadows, and the filigree of mist collecting on your hair.
Wow. Pinch reader, Jessica Parks. That was amazing. Just like, yeah, I practiced for, hours to do this nonsense up here, and she just, boom, poet. Great. So I would love to hear more Randy Bowers. So he's going to come back up and perform another original piece, She Dances in Sunlight. Thank you very much, Randy. All right, now for another delicious duo dancing delightfully across the ivories. Jenny Sue Lashander and Tawai Sai performing Spanish Dance. Amazing. And Tallway's not going anywhere. Some of you may know that Jim Grisham was supposed to perform today He contracted COVID this week and so is quarantining. So our thoughts and prayers will be with Jim and Mary. But last minute, Tawe agreed to step up and fill the spot with 2 pieces by Rachmaninoff, How Fair Is This Spot, and Spring Water. Thank you, Tawe. There's just so many notes. I think you played more notes in that song than I played in my whole 8 years of taking piano lessons, which may explain why I'm terrible. All right, so our penultimate performance is Rock of Ages, but I have to tell you, this is not your father's Rock of Ages from like the 1700s that features the word cleft, which is not super modern. This is a very modern, lovely Rock of Ages by Sandra McCracken, performed by the equally lovely Jessica Parks. Thank you, Jessica. All right, we're going to bookend this thing and finish where we started. We'll bring back Pam and Randy and Holly and myself, and to send us off with the words of the traditional English and Irish blessings as arranged in Andy Beck's Light of Grace. Thank you so much. Thank you to all our performers. Another round of applause for the whole group. And I'd like a big thank you for the Sunshine Through the Rain Planning Committee, including Tess Bowers, Tracy Caruso, Pam Gibson, Jessica Park, and Highway Sai. All right, I encourage you to head back downstairs. We have another 15 minutes of bidding, so you can get your final bid in for that person who snuck in when you came up to get a good seat. Thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of the day.